Hey Gemini, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, I hope you enjoy your reading today. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. I am so blessed to be reconnecting with you, Gem. So Gemini, this reading is for any and all Gemini placements, so please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone. If you find today's reading does resonate with you and your situation, though, you can find the link to the extended reading in the description box below. In the extended reading, we will go into your person's feelings for you, their intentions towards you. We will pull some advice and guidance for you, and then look a little bit deeper into the most likely outcome between you and this person. This reading can be applied to any and all situations, including love, career, and personal growth. With that, Gem, we're going to jump into the cards. We're going to begin first with some oracle cards to get an idea of the energies, the themes, and people at play. Then we're going to move into the Celtic cross spread using the tarot, which we will clarify using a second tarot deck. And then we're going to close the reading off with additional guidance. So, Gem, while I was meditating on your situation, what I am noticing very strongly is there is a person in particular that you are connecting with, and there is something about them that has changed. You guys have had recently a very surprising, unexpected form of communication. Something has come up. This person's revealed something to you. We have soulmate and unexpected income. So for some, this is about this individual giving you some kind of a gift or an offer, something heartfelt. However, based on what else I am seeing, there's something about this offer that it's different than what you were expecting. Why do I say that? Because we have unfinished symphony here, which means that something that requires closure is not receiving it. So whatever this conversation was, or whatever this offer was, if it was an offer, it's covering up a much needed conversation. Something needs to be clarified. Something needs to be out in the open and discussed. This offer may have been a way to cover it up and avoid the conversation. It could also be that if you guys did have a conversation with this person, it's still up in the air as to what the next step is going to be. When I asked for clarification on this unfinished symphony, there is a mature woman who is clarified as a false person here. So whether this is you, Gem, or another person you're connecting with, this energy is speaking to someone who in some ways is not being totally truthful with themselves. When it comes to something being at an end, someone is in denial. Okay, I know false person can be viewed as somebody who is lying maliciously to get their way, but in many ways I find that the person who is not telling the truth is avoiding something that causes them pain. And so whoever this person is, this is somebody who recognizes that something is essentially coming to an end, but they just don't know how to stomach it. They don't know how to talk about it. They perhaps are trying to avoid this ending by doing good deeds or by doing things that they normally don't do, so that they can preserve the quality of the connection. However, the fact that unfinished symphony is coming up lets me know that this is in fact something that is not sustainable in the long term unless something drastic changes. Now, here's the crux of this particular situation that I'm seeing for you, Gem, is that we have the fates here, which speaks to things that cannot be changed. So yes, things between you and this person could work out if a big change were to happen, but it looks to me like the change needs to occur within whoever your counterpart is here. And the reason this person is most likely not going to change is because there is another energy involved. We have official person, main female, and then when I clarified this main female, I saw courtship. So for some of you where you are in a situation with somebody, I am seeing there being perhaps a status that was not revealed. This person did not tell you that they were already in a committed relationship. They didn't tell you that perhaps while they have affections for you, they have affections perhaps for someone else. This can also be you, Gem, wanting something or having something with an individual already, but then whoever this mature woman energy is, this mature person, this could be sort of like an ex that you're trying to leave behind, and they are in denial about the fact that you are moving away from something. Okay, but this feels very much like transitions. And with fates talks about things that cannot be changed. That when it comes to forgiveness, the forgiveness comes from realizing that there is no reconciliation, or that there is reconciliation, excuse me, but that the ending may not be what you wanted, right? When you think reconciliation, you almost think, oh, well, we'll forgive each other and then things will go back to normal or improve. Reconciliation just means that you are able to see the reason for something being what it is and then deciding what the next step is, moving past it or with it. It's about making peace with the outcome. So when it comes down to the fates here, whoever this is that is needing to change in order for the situation to be different, they cannot. They have already declared themselves in some way occupied with this other energy. Something new. This is something new. So whether this is a version of themselves that they're trying to kind of rebalance in their life, they're focusing on their self-love, their self-care, focusing more on business, because with official person, this is someone who is elevated in status. This could be someone who is going back to school or looking for a promotion at work. It's somebody who's very focused on the self, but where there is another energy involved and it's not that person's future self, this is an energy of another person, a new energy that is inspiring them to take a different direction. And so while there is an incredibly strong connection here, this person who cannot be changed, it's like there is another individual that is wishing that they could change the situation, or that, you know, you could go back to the way things used to be, and that if you just tried harder, or if someone tried a little bit more, then you could maybe revive the way things used to be, a greater peace, a greater connection, doing things for each other, experiencing the connection the way it used to be. There's a certain level of grief that's present because there's a realization that things have changed so much that the past cannot be brought into the present. So it's either this continues moving forward in the way that it has, or there is a separation or a need to distance yourself or this person themselves from the frustration that comes from realizing this is no longer a good fit and having to move away from it. I feel like this is very close, Gem, to this almost feels to me, and remember, please take it as it resonates. This may not be your story. This feels to me like the beginning of the end. This feels to me like somebody who realizes they have deep love for another person, but after getting to know them for some time and the habits that they might bring with them, or perhaps predispositions that they have about if this is a third party, or about their attractions to work, or it could be, you know, romance in the workplace. There's so many different storylines, but whatever this person brings, you get to know them and realize that no matter how much you try to look past it, this person has certain qualities and characteristics about them that you have a hard time accepting, and you're not sure you can move past it. And if this is not you, it could be reversed. But that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody realizing that something is irreconcilable. And it does feel very much like something is coming to an end. But it's difficult. It's coming to an end, but you don't want it to be, or they don't want it to be. Someone has definitely made a decision on who they are. The other person is sort of waiting to see if that could change, but it's a disappointment. It's a disappointing feeling. So let's go ahead, Gem, and just see in the Perfect Cross spread. What do we have here for Gem? Spirit guides, guardian angels, guys, and gods. Spirit guides, guardian angels, guys, and God. Please this spread. Please for Gemini. For Gemini, please. Spirit guides, guardian angels, guys, and God. Yeah, so we have the Queen of Pentacles in the vice versa position. So the broken pillar here indicates that if this is a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, this could be a spouse, right? If this is a marriage, for those of you, this is it is most likely a spouse or someone that you just have a very close bond with. This could be a mother, somebody who has taken a very strong counselor type of role, or teacher, mentor, somebody who's been by your side through many things. This person has offered you counsel, has offered you nurturing. Perhaps, if they did not birth your children, or if this is not you having done that for somebody, this is somebody who has that very motherly, feminine, nurturing air about them. This individual is exhausted. They're tired, right? This person, they've put in everything that they can, and frankly, it's just not enough. And I'm taking a moment to pause right now, Jem, because I feel like I'm connecting with whoever this is. This person is just lost. Not lost as in they don't know where they're going, but that they know where they're going. They were just hoping they could bring you with them. That's what it feels like. So this could be you, Jem. You could be the one having put everything into this person. And now that is coming to an end. But truthfully, it feels like two different paths. I'm not getting a bad guy. That's the thing. I'm trying hard, because I know, Jem, if you're coming to this reading looking for answers, you feel wronged. But what I'm getting here is there's no one in particular who is doing something out of malice or out of greed or out of wanting to inflict pain on the other person. This is deeply personal and spiritual, and if anything, somebody here who is causing pain to the other is feeling guilt and sadness on their own that this is really where the situation has landed. The current energy is the Six of Wands. So if there is something business related, there may have been a recent promotion that is playing a role here. But more than anything, I'm getting the feeling that this is about having somebody's attention, their positive attention. Someone is putting on a feeling here that things are actually okay, when underneath it, there might be a lot left unsaid. So the Six of Wands is about recognition from others, but what is beneath the surface? The block here is the Emperor. You could be connecting with an Aries. This could be a boss. This could be your spouse. This could be you. But the block here is that somebody is they're not changing. The Emperor stands his ground and he stays there. He is a 4. He is stable. He is unmoving. Containers are good. They're needed, right? You need 4 legs on a table, 4 corners of a room. But the thing is, when you don't budge, then that creates very little space to work with another person. This makes things more likely that somebody will have to be on their own. Difficult to work with. This Emperor feels strong in their conviction, though. So I will say, if you are asking yourself whether someone you're having an issue with, Gem, is willing to change, I don't see it. The best case scenario is the Knight of Cups. This person will express their feelings to you. Okay, the most likely outcome, this could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, but this person is going to either apologize to you for any pain or discomfort that they've caused. They will explain their feelings further, but in terms of changing those feelings, I think it's one of those things where they'll let you know why they're doing what they're doing, but they're not going to change what they're doing. They're just going to keep you in the loop. Now, the reason it's all happening is the Page of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. This feels like a text message, a phone call. Someone may have done a little bit of browsing, kind of looking through someone else's things. But this can also be about communication that was really not well thought out. Someone may have had a Freudian slip, I'm hearing. They called someone by a different name, maybe. But something was revealed. Something was revealed because it was either found, or someone said something because their communication gave it away. In the recent past, we have the Eight of Cups. So I'm getting strong Cancer here. I'm getting strong Cancer. There may be a very strong Cancer placement in your chart. Gem, you may be a cusper. There could be a Cancer that you're connecting with, or they have a very strong placement. But this is about feelings of unfulfillment. So I'm going to say this, just because this is standing right next to the Six of Wands. This person, if you've noticed a shift in their affections, you've noticed a shift. This person is not as happy as they once were. It has nothing to do with you, Gem. There's a certain level of ego or pride here that they feel needs nurturing, and they're not getting it. Again, that is not tied to you. This is deeply personal for this person. I am getting, because I saw a third energy there with the Oracle, this can absolutely be this person stepping out for emotional purposes. They're seeking fulfillment. They don't know how to go about it, and they kept it to themselves. Coming in, they feel much more rejuvenated. They feel more themselves. They might be more affectionate even. But it's not, you're catching wind, Gem. You're catching wind of this inconsistency. You're catching wind that even though this person may appear a certain way, they are somewhat different when they're with you. And remember, Gem, please take this as it resonates, because this can be the other way around. This could be your experience, because I am getting that I'm connecting with both a feminine and masculine Gem, but I feel like the feminine Geminis are connecting with someone who has been kind of aloof and going through this personal transition. And the person who is going through this personal transition is the male Gemini, or the masculine Gemini, I should say. Right? So the feminine is dealing with someone like this. The masculine Gemini is actually going through this. Now, coming in, we have the Sun. So this vice versa tarot deck, right? Each side signifies something different. On the one side, the Sun is out. On the other side, the Sun is down, and it has yet to come up. So I will say this, Gem, coming in, there is going to be a moment before the Sun comes up. It's going to be a moment of silence. You will feel happy again. Communication will come, but it's going to come a little bit slower than you thought. You could be connecting with a Leo. Again, I'm getting the feeling of final moments. I'm getting the feeling of final moments, Gem. It's like the beginning of the end of something. And if it comes down, it's like for the masculine Geminis that are going through this personal challenge, this personal path, it feels like you're searching for something deeper with someone that you can't connect with on that level. It's no one is the bad person here. It's a natural incompatibility. It's almost like you and this person connected deeply at first, and then through time you've realized that this person was who you needed for the season that you were in. But now that you and this person have begun to change, this person is someone that you can't see yourself growing with anymore. And I do believe at some point that will be mutual, because something here isn't fully in the open. And if it is somewhat in the open, action hasn't been taken towards it yet. So it's almost like, what are we doing and where are we going? So this moment coming in is going to be one of realization, but it's going to be it's like you and this person will have a discussion, and it's going to be one of many discussions. That's the only way I can really put it for you, Gem. There are going to be multiple discussions here with this person, and the first one you have is going to just be a simple something isn't right type of discussion. Now, the way you see yourself is the world. So someone here is not prepared to close something off, but you are. Okay, so if this is the feminine, Gem, you are definitely struggling a little bit with the fact that the person you're connecting with is where they are, right? Because we have two versions of ourselves, Gem. We have the version of us that we are and the version of ourselves we're trying to be. So for as much as we try to improve our spiritual practice, sometimes we can't help that feeling of impatience or that feeling of frustration that comes with things not going our way. That's kind of what I'm getting here. You and this person have been so good for so long that it's almost a question of, well, what the heck? Like, what the heck? You know, you and I were fine. And then you now all of this stuff is happening. There are other people involved, other energies involved. Now you've changed, your behavior has changed, what's going on? And so the not being able to let go isn't coming from a selfish perspective. It's coming from a perspective of, okay, I'm okay with things changing, but I didn't even know this was coming because you're not talking to me. Things aren't being expressed. And so it's that feeling of being left out of the loop. For the masculine Gemini, this is somebody who pretty much knows again that they are not going to be moving, they're not going to be budging from their position. And so they see this very much as closed off and don't really feel necessarily the need to communicate it, because on some level, this masculine Gemini feels that their actions will speak louder than their words. Yeah. In the environment, what you may not see external to you is the Three of Swords. Could be a third party involved. But this is just, there could be a separation underway, a separation currently happening, considerations for divorce or separation. Something's very painful and needs to be discussed. Someone is not saying something. The Three of Swords is that frustration that comes with holding back information. So whoever's holding back, it hurts them to hold it. But it's also not being spoken. So if you've been getting that feeling, Gem, like the person you're connecting with is kind of doing things behind the scenes, I would say that there's something affirmative here on that. It could be another person, but if it's not, it's that this person is not telling you that essentially what their heart's desire has changed, and they're not sharing that new vision with you because it is more about them than it is about a connection. The fear here is the Empress. The fear is that there will be no more expansion. There will be no more love or tenderness, that you'll be left out in the cold, or that this kind of investment will be put into someone that is not worthy. I'm almost getting like abandonment energy. Holding on to something that's not good for you because you're afraid they're going to leave otherwise. This is also about someone putting someone else before themselves. The fear is that someone they won't be taking care of themselves through this. You could be connecting with a Taurus or a Libra. But I feel like this fear, Gem, please don't worry too much about whether you'll be okay or whether the person you're connecting with is making the right choice for themselves. This is definitely about making sure that when this wraps up, you both are in a good place. Because there is something here that someone feels, I'm feeling the word shame. Someone here wishes they could be different or do something differently, but they just can't. And so they leave it up to spirit. They leave it up to the stars, to destiny, to dictate where this path will take them. Now the outcome, the most likely outcome is the Ace of Wands. So remember how we were just talking about not being sure. It's like words, it's like there's words or feelings, but actions haven't been taken yet. Action will finally be taken. Actions will finally be taken. Someone will do something, make a move, make some kind of initiation when it comes to transition. I will also say, Gem, that if you are asking yourself whether things will pan out, whether you will be happy, whether this ending, should you choose to allow it to end, right, or kind of flow peacefully with this new transition, you will be happy. The Ace of Wands is all about creation. It's about inspiration and motivation and it's that fire within us that ignites. Whenever we have a new venture, we're at the top of a hill and we're just looking at the landscape ahead and we're watching the sunrise and we're saying to ourselves, the world is mine and I can make whatever decision I want that makes me happy, right? And that is what the outcome is. The outcome is happiness. The outcome is taking initiative and taking those first steps to creating the life that you want, with or without this person. You will have the energy, you will have the motivation, you will feel fulfilled because you yourself, Gem, have a vision. And this is going to both masculine and feminine Geminis, because I'm not feeling, there may be a guilty party. This person could be withholding information that they really should be sharing. For example, in the case of the third party, if there's another person involved, right? That is absolutely a level of dishonesty. I feel almost though that the person who is doing this right, who's holding this information back, they're holding it back because they're almost waiting for themselves to change. That's what it feels like. Like if this person doesn't speak it into existence and have a conversation about it, then it doesn't exist. And so maybe one day they can hold off and they will change. And then this behavior will change and they'll have never ruined the relationship by sharing that. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't feel, it feels like this person wishes they were different. But either way, you will move into a place slowly, but you will move into a place that feels more aligned with your desires and aligned to what it is you actually want. So it's a life true to you. Now, underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. This is definitely a conversation that is had about a separation or just a massive ending. This is about ending a journey that has caused a lot of grief, a lot of pain, may have involved manipulation, lying, self-doubt, anxiety. This is the final push, okay? This is where the conversation is had and everything concludes. So where there may have been a fear of closing things off, this will close off. Closure will be had, Gem. The current energy with the Six of Wands is the Ten of Cups. So on the front, it looks like things here are happy. On the front, this looks like a perfect picture. In the block with the Emperor, right? Nine of Swords. But here with the block, this person, for a while, they may be on the front looking like everything is happy, putting on a show and making it seem like everything is stable and sturdy and they're completely fulfilled, right? They're not. There's something here that they lack and they haven't communicated it. Now, the best case scenario here with the Knight of Cups is the Hierophant, strong Taurus energy. Someone is going to apologize or explain something as it pertains to a marriage or some kind of a business agreement or just an agreement in general. This feels like a contract or a promise. The Hierophant is also about lessons, right? The Hierophant is the teacher. So this is also about spiritual lessons and sharing what has been learned about the self. If this person, Gem, when this person finally opens up about what their thoughts are and what their feelings have been, it's going to be with the tone of, this is what I've learned about myself and I realize that I am on a path and it's taking me away from what we have built. Okay, this person is very much on a path where the focus is on their growth and development. And I do feel like this will be a highly positive conversation because it will be mutual. It will be mutual, Gem. Even if you can't see it right now, I'm telling you, come back to this reading when things begin to open up and you can kind of see the future, right? You could see now where this is headed. Okay, when you can see where this is headed, come back and take another look because you will see that you and this person will be in a mutual place. Now, the reason it's all happening with the Page of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, is the Tower. Yeah, so you could be connecting with a Scorpio, but this is about someone finding out something really, really big, really important. This was someone going through another person's phone or email, text messages, finding out the truth, someone saying something, calling someone by a different name, right? This was a slip up. It was a half-truth. It was the truth that came out. And something about this is what initiated everything that is coming in now. Now, in the recent past, we have the Eight of Cups being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. This person may have pushed themselves in work. This person could be a workaholic even. This person may kind of come back to the relationship and treat it like a job. They may feel very obligated or someone who is duty-oriented. But because of that, Gem, this person who is duty-oriented may do what needs to be done, but they don't feel fulfilled by it. So for some of you where this person is a workaholic, they are draining themselves into their work. And because they've chosen work over love, things are naturally deteriorating between you two in terms of communication, what they want for themselves, how things are panning out, because this is a choice that they've made. They have decided to choose the career, the money, the work, the studying over the nurturing of the relationship. And they are okay with that because they want to be recognized for their efforts. It's a trade-off that they're making, whether they realize that they're making that trade-off or not, Gem. You know, it's completely up to them, but that's what it's looking like to me. So they're not putting in 100% the way you may be putting in 100%. And for as much as they may be showing that they're doing fine, inside they are unfulfilled and they are trying to find a way to bring this up. Now, coming in with the Sun, we have the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Empress. If this is you, Gem, connecting with this person, the truth is going to come out and you're actually going to be happier about it than you think you will. If you're connecting with a Gemini and you are the feminine in this, and you find out that there's been some kind of third-party situation that's been revealed, there's a very strong Leo energy, Taurus, Libra as well. If you find this out, you're actually going to be relieved by it for some reason. Please take that as it resonates, but that's what I'm getting. Some of you will actually be very happy about the fact that this is the case. For some of you, you may have had someone on the side as well, or you've been kind of looking to this person for what this arrangement is, right? For some of you, this could be about opening up your marriage, and this is about talking about unfulfillment and how to fulfill yourselves. Especially if this person is always working, this may be a conversation that comes up. Now, if that is a conversation that comes up, but it's immediately denied, and instead it turns into an ultimatum where, yeah, we can't stay together because XYZ, unless we stay like this, then that may turn into, okay, well then perhaps we are better off just not disclosing what we do behind closed doors, or just go our separate ways and discuss separation or divorce or something like that. But what's coming in, Gem, and I'm going to let you know, this is really beautiful energy. So if this is an unfortunate truth, you will not be fazed. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to warmth and happiness and all the things that your future has to offer you, Gem, you are not skipping a beat. Okay? Listen, literally connect you to a heart monitor. You are skipping no beats. Okay? You are literally getting through this seamlessly. So if you are in any way, shape or form concerned that this truth will be so detrimental to your mental health, to your emotional well-being, that you will not be able to stomach it, no. Something about this surprise is going to be very pleasant. This communication, very pleasant. Friendships will be thriving, Gem. For those of you, right in here is where I notice there's like a cutoff between the masculine and the feminine. For those of you where if you're a masculine, so if you're the feminine, you're going to thrive. Okay, baby girl, you're going to thrive. You're going to get through it. You're going to find it out. You're going to flip your hair and you're going to keep it moving. You're going to say, all right, well, you know what? I have things to do, so bye. For others of you, right, where this is the masculine Gemini, you could be leaving aside sort of a family situation, a marriage. You could be deciding to leave that to the side and enter into something that at the moment is casual. And you're going to find that this person is not only a great fit for you, but that this person could be the one, and the person here that you are afraid you won't be able to have, or the friendships you're afraid won't pan out, or the nurturing you want to put into yourself, if this is the right thing to do for you, all of it is going to turn out in the positive, in the affirmative. Yes, everything's going to be fine. You're going to expand. Your friendships will thrive. People will not look down on you as less than. People will be happy for you with the decision you make. And especially if you are connecting with someone where things are currently casual, this person will be more than happy to be exclusive with you. More than happy to be exclusive with you. So please take that as it resonates. How you see yourself, Gem, with this world energy is the Seven of Wands. So, right, someone here is resisting an ending. They're resisting it. They're resisting perhaps distance or travel that may be involved with this, trying to prevent a separation. But someone here feels like this is really it. In the environment external to you that you may not see is the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords clarified by the Ten of Wands. Someone here is about to release the truth. Someone here is about to release the truth and explain what has been on their heart. They've been bearing this weight for a very long time. I'm telling you, this is that feeling of guilt, Gem. This is a feeling of guilt. Somebody is going to release the guilt. They were hoping they didn't have to share this information, but they are going to have to come clean because it's becoming too obvious now. It's becoming too obvious. That's what it is, Gem. That is literally what it is. It's becoming too obvious. So they have to share it. Someone either already found out, or in a way, this person is giving it away through their actions. And at this point, it's just becoming too painful to watch, too painful to bear. Now, in the fear position, we have the Empress and the Queen of Wands. So for some of you, you are afraid, if this is the feminine connecting with a masculine who is going through this third energy situation, you're afraid that there could be another person involved, okay? If you have found information to suggest this, Gem, then go with your intuition, because I am seeing a third energy here. And this does look like someone that the person you're connecting with knows casually. It's a friend of a friend, somebody close, and that is clarifying here. So yeah, they're definitely, if you're suspicious of a third party and you have reason to believe it, yeah. Okay. For others of you where this is more of the masculine gem coming through, saying, you know, I'm afraid that I won't be able to expand into anything serious with this person that I'm connecting with beyond that, beyond just maybe the sex, or beyond the intimacies, beyond the flirtatiousness, beyond the very superficial relationship that you have going on with them right now. This person is showing up as the Empress. This person wears many hats. So while this Queen of Wands is somebody who plays more of that seductress role, the sexuality, the single woman, right? The Empress is the mother. The Empress is somebody who can be a mother, a wife, right? So this is somebody who, the Empress is all the queens combined. So with you, this person comes off as a very fiery individual, very sexual person, very flirty, very seducing. But this person, in terms of their facets, they're multifaceted. This person is capable of being all the queens. The intelligent, witty queen, right? The fiery, flirty, sexual queen. The very deeply emotional and moved queen. The loving queen. The queen that knows how to manage a house and take care of children and manage the finances, right? She's all of that. So for those of you masculine gems that are connecting with this third party, asking, and in third party, remember, it doesn't have to be that you, Gem, are connected to two people at the same time, where you are committed to one and then committed to another. This could be a past energy that is coming into play. Okay. But yes, this person would be definitely up for greater commitment, and they are made of the stuff to have that, for sure. Now, in the outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So essentially, what we have here, for those of you where it is a separation, you and this person, Gem, will be moving in separate directions, but you're going to work together to make sure that this pans out. It feels to me like the weight is going to be distributed more to the masculine, whoever this is, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But whoever the masculine is here, whoever the provider is financially to this partnership, when it comes time to separate, the responsibility will be more on them, and they will be the one that takes the most action. Okay? It could also be that this person will take the first step when it comes to discussing what is happening and where you guys are going. But Gem, I'm also seeing you. I'm also seeing you stepping into this brand new energy with someone. So truly, Gem, if you are connecting with someone where things are beginning to come to an end, the fact that you are focusing so much on yourself in the near future leads you to be in a better position to connect with someone who actually really, they're watching you right now. You work with this person most likely, or you have worked with this person and you're still in communication. This person in some way has actually been waiting for you to become available. Okay, so you may not stay single for very long unless you want to, Gem. If you're tired of love and you're done with it, then this person will offer you something and you will just kind of say thanks, but no thanks, right? For others of you where this is the masculine gem, this is about you entering into a partnership with somebody and taking that first step. And because of the Three of Pentacles, this person will cooperate. This person will join forces with you. And in a way, they're bringing their own, it's almost, this person is bringing in their own level of stability in some significant way. I'm getting that their wealth isn't necessarily financial, that it could be their outward appearance. This person may be they may be an entrepreneur, right? Or they are very business minded, very stable. They know how to have a partnership. They're very mature, this person. But at the end of the day, Gem, when it comes down to you, this person, the situation at large, the partnership, the way things turn out, the closure, the conversation, the first step, all of that will be handled with a very high level of maturity. And it will reveal a sort of crossroads. So it doesn't feel like ultimatum per se, but it's kind of close, because someone here is not willing to change anymore. And instead of saying, let's work on things, this person may say, yeah, we could work on things, but we're working on things in the direction of closing it off, or you changing, the person that perhaps does not have to change, because they are putting in the most work, right? So it could turn into a conversation, but in terms of reconciliation, I think this is more of an agreement to disagree, right? Letting bygones be bygones and realizing that something is irreconcilable, but working together to make sure that as you move away from this, it's not in bad spirits. It's not with leaving bad blood behind. Okay. So your guidance here is the Moon, Cancerian energy, and the 10 of Cups, and the Wheel. The Wheel is it's the fates. It's the fates energy again. Gem, remember that all things change. There's a season for everything. Okay, and what fulfills you and what fulfills another person changes throughout a lifetime. It changes. Remember that the wheel is not consistent. The wheel is always changing. The Wheel of Fortune, always changing. There are different seasons. Sometimes you're up on your luck, sometimes you're down on your luck, but things are always in flux, and that's the only thing that we know of for sure, is that things change. And with the Moon and the 10 of Cups, this is about sometimes you can't tell what you want. Sometimes you don't know what is best for you. Sometimes you don't know what is best for a person. You do what you can with what you have. And it's not always clear whether something will last forever, but all you know is that for the time you have it, you want to make sure that it is a blessing to you, that you are grateful for it and you give to it. And if one day you no longer feel like you're the person for the job, or that this person is no longer a good fit for you, and not because they're a bad person, but because you've changed or they've changed. If things cannot go back or improve, right? One of the two, either go back to a better time or improve into a better thing. If neither one of those things can happen, it's okay. It's okay to mourn the loss of something because of change. It's painful. It hurts. It's a lot. But it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or the person or the way this works. Be friendly to each other. Be friendly to yourself. Be good to yourself. And remember that everyone is deserving of a happy, full life. And if someone is identifying that and it doesn't include you anymore, it is not personal, because they are struggling with that as well. And if this is you wanting to let go of something because things have just changed beyond recognition and you are not okay with that, that is okay. Do not take ownership of the outcome on yourself, the painful situation, the painful decision. Don't take the responsibility for something that is just, it is what it is. It's a transition, it's a change. It's neither bad nor good. It just is what it is. You are not a bad person for perhaps being a part of it, part of the reason, part of what, because using language like that, it shames us into accepting less than we want. And that's not what we deserve. Everyone involved, that's why I say we, Gem, regardless of the sign of the person you're connecting with, it's about people. If something is different, let it be different. And then decide where you'd like to put yourself later, but don't take ownership of it. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself of all the things that you are about to be free to enjoy. Because in spite of whatever pain this is, it's going to come and then it's going to go, and you're going to be on to a new thing, a new life, a new business partnership, a new something. You're focused on yourself, and it's going to pay off big. Okay? So Gem, I am going to leave this here. If you found this reading clarifying, remember please to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. I'm going to move on over to the extended reading now, if you will join me there. The link is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section below. In the extended, we will go into the person that you are connecting with, their feelings towards you, their intentions towards you, the guidance and advice for you in the situation, as well as the outcome between you and this person more specifically. Okay, so I will see you over there, Gem, if you will join me. If not, I will see you in the next reading. Please stay safe, be well, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Sending you all of my love. Bye, Gemmy.